bringing you the NBA. We'll watch Detroit in this one. We'll have to keep our eyes on the center matchup, Greg, in this one. These two bigs bring so much to their respective teams.
Yeah, and remember when people thought centers were going extinct? Look around the league. There's so much talent at that position, including the two guys we get to watch here tonight.
Let's check out Seattle's starting lineup. They've got Thomas. Brandon Clark is out there with Baldwin. Then there's Dec. And it's Reddish in at the 1. Shot clock at 3. Here's Baldwin. Knocks down the 3 ball. Baldwin's got the first points up on the board here for the Sonics.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Abdul-Rahim passes to Cunningham. Fires the 3. Hits it from 3-point range.
A revenge bucket right there. Cunningham making up for the 3 points at the other end.
Passes it to Thomas. Here's Dec. Launches a 3. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Here's Abdul-Rahim. Incredible numbers looking at his scoring averages. He's currently scoring more than 28 points a game.
That's why he went out of bounds. He's ready for a run. Yeah, I know where you at on the court at. On the court though, boy.
Pass to Ivy. There's a screen by Collins. Tries to the hoop. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
A burst of speed, and Ivy is by you. Can't blame the D for fouling there.
The Pistons shooting their first free throws of this game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
And Ivy drops them both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Outside Thomas. Over Cunningham. Pass to Dec. Takes the 3. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. Kicks to Ivy. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Collins. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
Yeah, but the hand in the face. It's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
And there's the pass to Baldwin. Jake with it.
KU versus KU.
There's Thomas with the 3. Collins grabs the miss.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And again, it's the Pistons missing. The Supersonics have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Reddish finds Clark. Back to Reddish. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
The Supersonics shooting their first free throw of the game. Here's Abdul-Rahim. He's covered by Clark. They're about through.
Oh, and the playmaking of Ivy on full display.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam King. The Supersonics have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Passes it to Thomas. Dishes it to Clark. And Abdul-Rahim pulls it down.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Here's Dec. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Seattle leading by 4. Pass to Reddish. Here's Baldwin. Pass to Clark. Shot clock at 5. 3-pointer. Redish's shot is
Ooh,
good.
that's a nice shot.
Reddish has got
I don't like
6.
how that bad boy went in for
Anybody
him.
can hit that shot when they're
Shit,
that
ain't gonna
wide
hate on him
open.
on that one.
Terrible defense.
Come on.
Back to Ivy.
That's it.
And Grady Dick.
Ah, boy.
That's his first foul.
Yeah, boy. Better know.
Kicks it to Ivy. Deflected by Clark.
Yeah, really like the defensive
Like how they
focus
their
and
intensity looking real
at the
nice
start.
right now.
Exactly. Nothing easy. They're making them work just to
Yeah,
get into
they're
their
looking real
offense. Very
good.
disruptive so far.
Baldwin the pass to Thomas.
A little 7-point
Here's
lead.
Baldwin. Reddish with the ball. He's picked up by Collins. Baldwin. And again, Seattle with the triple.
All these
They feeling
threes they're
themselves.
giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Detroit trails by 10.
You don't know what kind of game this about to be.
Cunningham outside. Here's Abdul-Rahim. Good in the
Look for the
assist
game.
goes
It's
to
not good.
Cunningham. Abdul-Rahim's got his second.
I let the other team set the
Great
tone.
job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
The pass to Baldwin. Now Thomas. He kicks it to Reddish. Back to Thomas. Passes it to Reddish. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Dick. Into the lane. Not off in time to beat the shot clock, but it's no good. And for Detroit, they come in off a good outing against the Mavericks.
Defense left Ivy an opening there, and he just takes off for the finish.
Outside Thomas. The high post shot. Rebounded by the Pistons. Want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And that one was all about offensive execution.
Get off of me. Tell him to get off of me.
Yeah, you know, not deviating from the game plan is critical. You got to trust in the system.
Clark kicks to Thomas. Pass to Reddish. Tries from 10. Out left to the wing. Dick wide open. Nailed from 3-point land. Dick's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Suns. And now the first timeout called here for Detroit. So Detroit ends up going with the new group. The Supersonics making a switch here. Now a look at the hottest teams in the league. These squads have knocked down everything in the last 10 games.
I mean, this is about hot shooting for both these teams recently. Two teams playing with tremendous confidence. This sure makes for an exciting matchup.
Monk with the ball. Saw him with 10 points last game. Harris finds Monk. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
Picking on my little
Don't think
dudes.
twice about attempting that shot again. That was a
Picking
big
on my
time
little
rejection.
dudes.
Harris outside. And again, it's the Pistons missing. Sonics leading by 7. Now, Reddish. You saw him with 10 points last game. Here's Dick. And again, Seattle with the triple.
Damn,
Getting their
Harris.
points now almost
Shoot.
exclusively from the triple.
Can't get through this. Can't get through that screen, bro. Come on, man.
It's hard
Come
for me to
on,
watch
man.
this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Pass to Reddish.
Wiseman, bro.
Here's Baldwin. Guarded by Stewart. Clark, a screen on Stojakovic. 5 to shoot. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And here in the early part of the season, Clark, just how important is it to have a team that's been together for a few years, knows what the other one's doing, the chemistry aspect?
You know, Kevin, I don't think you can ever overestimate the value of experience. It helps the season early on go smoother. You don't have to learn each other as much. It really gives you a chance to hit the ground running as a team. Oh, and Monk is so lethal and efficient as a scorer. I mean, great range, always hunting his shot. I'd like to see him work on his passing, but, man, he can put it in the basket.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Seattle.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
They've also displayed a real unselfishness as a team, moving the basketball well, sharing the rock, and giving everybody a chance to participate in the offense.
Harris's shot is off. Sonics leading by 9. Griffin with it. Picked up by Harris. And that one's good by Clark.
Displaying intensity.
Harris, you gotta get back, bro. I'm about ready to trade you, dog. They already ain't in the starting lineup, bro.
They came out with guns.
It's some money, bro.
Stewart kicks to Monk. Now the pass to Harris. Wiseman sets a screen for Harris. Gets the three-pointer.
Dude, it's some money, dude.
Harris can certainly knock this down, which is why you got to guard him tighter than that.
Clark outside. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. Here's Thomas. Sinks the 15-footer.
Yeah, right.
And the Sonics lead by 10.
Yeah, right. He ain't in his face. Big man, he ain't in his face at that.
Yeah, that's not the defense.
He shouldn't even been able to see the ring.
Monk, the pass to Stewart. And the dunk by Stewart.
Boy, evolving over time this part of his game. When Monk does look to set up his teammates, that's a big asset.
There's 57 seconds left in the first quarter. 13 feet away. Thomas, no good.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
That one drops for him.
Love the unselfishness of Monk there. I mean, love seeing him find the open man.
Passes to Clark. Outside Thomas. Clark, a screen on Monk. Back to Clark. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. Clark's got 5 now.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Monk for 3.
Damn, trying to get a 2 for 1.
This game against Detroit here, it's their first meeting of the season.
And with this matchup being an East versus West affair, it'll be the first of only 2 meetings between the teams.
And, you know, there's always a bit of a feeling out process in that first game between opponents. A lot different than when you've played a team you're familiar with. You know, he looks a little off-kilter to me this quarter, still trying to find his rhythm.
Trent with
the money, Trent.
Look, and a miss there on the triple. And so it's Seattle in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And their three-point shooting has paved the way for them. Back to the action in just a minute. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And before we move on, guys, what do you think about what we've seen so far from the Supersonics?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
On the court for Seattle, we've got Griffin. Thomas is out there with Andre Drummond, and Hendricks in at the power forward. Ivy passes to Abdul Rahim. The turnaround. Hendricks pulls it in.
Come on, man. We got to hit those
For
shots.
them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Dude, you ain't no bully, bro.
Here's Drummond.
Get this stuff out of you, soft.
And now here comes Collins.
Good money, Trent. Buddy.
Sonics leading by 8.
Steady. I'm going to say it's out of bounds,
Detroit
buddy.
takes possession. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Pistons on Thursday, then on Saturday. Here's Ivy. 9 points last game out. Pass to Abdul-Rahim. Back to Ivy. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
And now let's take a look at the stats for Thomas. The last 10 or so games,
He did stupid stuff for no reason.
Steals, and his playmaking ability, unquestioned, one of the top 15 assist men in our league.
And talk about being top 10 in steals. I love his jumping the passing lanes and then stealing away your dribble.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Bangs on the trifecta.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get ahead in the face.
Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. In the corner, it's Griffin. Pass to Abdul-Rahim.
That should have been an and one.
First team foul.
The pass to Abdul-Rahim. Driving to
Mercy, mercy me.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much.
Who is he really think he is? Make y'all foul me every time. Good job, dude.
Just luck of the draw.
Sometimes players are tired, and sometimes they relax. You know, this is why leadership is so vital. Setting that standard for others to follow.
And Ivy drops them both.
The first thing people mention about Ivy is that explosiveness. The first step allows him to get downhill and really makes him effective in those ISO situations.
Down low, here's Griffin. That one's off, still out of sync.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Ivy passes to Cunningham. And he makes good on the layup. Ivy's got the lead up to 1 now for Detroit.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Griffin with it. He's picked up by Collins. Pass to Baldwin. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. Here's
Oh, you lucky I didn't get back down there in time. Seen that, eh?
How about that, Andre Drummond? No, you didn't just show me that kind of creativity in a 7-foot frame at about 1/3 of a ton.
Reddish the pass to
I'm
Drummond.
gonna do that shit again. I guarantee you that.
Reddish now to
My
Griffin.
boy jumped out of position. Yeah, y'all try to get that mismatch. Come on with
Pass to
it.
Baldwin. 6
Yeah.
on the shot clock. Now here's Drummond.
Who is he?
Abdul-Rahim pulls it down. Abdul-Rahim's got his 5th rebound right
Who is
now.
he?
Gets it to go
Hey.
from beyond the arc. He has 6.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
Thomas against Ivy.
You did something you want against my point.
And misses it off the right side of the rim. Now the Pistons with it. They've got a 12-2 run in progress.
Get off me.
And the shot is good. Now it's a 4-point Detroit lead.
A big man who does a little bit of everything. Collins' team-first attitude
You might
shining
want
through
to pause his mouth.
with that terrific pass.
And the first time out of the game called for Seattle. Fresh from a win against Portland.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
Well, it really showed the trust they have in one another. I love how they got after it, and you could feel that they were playing for each other.
Detroit making a switch. Harris is checked in. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for the Sox. And here's Reddish. He's got 6. He dishes it to Thomas. Clark sets a screen for Thomas.
Get back.
To the paint. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. These players have been all about defense lately. Here are the steal leaders
They
in
trying
the
to switch to
NBA
big
this
man.
month. Second is Cam Reddish.
I'm going to switch to big man now.
Fantastic defensively this run for him. He's had more
They're
than
trying to
his
get
share of
Raheem away
steals,
from the paint.
and now he's looking to get more.
For Detroit, they've gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Griffin with the steal. To the inside. Rebound, Detroit. Cunningham inside. Guarded by Reddish. Pass to Ivy. Back to Harris. And the pass to Abdul-Rahim. Over Clark. And Detroit again with the bucket.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Reddish the pass to Baldwin. The Sonics again can't hit. And it's Detroit's ball. They're on a 16-4 run.
There we go, Harris.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Seattle trails by 6. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Now here's Reddish. He's got 6. Shot clock at 6. Clark sets a screen for Reddish. Seattle needs to get off a shot. No good from Clark. Pistons leading by 6. And their offense is really clicking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense.
The kick out to Cunningham. Harris outside. Passes it to Abdul-Rahim. Over Clark. Abdul-Rahim can't hit.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Here's Griffin. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
There it is
Yeah,
again.
boy, he helped him
On a
out.
lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Here's Abdul-Rahim. Can't hit that one. Some solid defense from Clark. Reddish with the ball. Now defended by Cunningham. Here's Griffin. Rebounded by Cunningham.
Hard, good job.
And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Pistons.
The foul at.
6 here in this quarter.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Time called here. The Sonics decide to talk it over.
And let's check out a breakdown looking at some stats for Reddish.
He's really stood out for them over the past month. Averaging about 11 points, just over 2 steals, and 5 assists.
Even though his numbers have been more than solid, I think he'll want to step his game up to another level.
Yeah, and you know, on paper, those numbers are terrific. Most players would be thrilled with those numbers, but as good as they are, I know this guy expects more of himself.
Pass to Dick. There's the 3. It's hauled in by Harris.
You know, when he has the ball outside like that, that's exactly the kind of D they need to play on.
In terms of the ideal stretch 4, Tobias Harris fits the mold.
Yeah, he does so much so well on the court. He's an excellent three-point shooter, helps space the floor. But at the defensive end, he's versatile, he's tough, battles on the glass as well. And I just love his overall game.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Pistons.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
I also like the way they've been able to penetrate. The penetration has led to some big buckets as a result.
And Ivy drops them both.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Yeah, you have to make teams pay for fouling you. That's why they call them free. And they've done exactly that, made them pay.
Dick cranes the
Gotta
three-point.
get out there on him.
Dick's got 14.
Boy, he strikes again from range. His fourth in this game after draining 3 in the first period.
Now, here's Ivy. Tight defense on him. Monk finds Ivy. Stewart, a screen for Ivy. In the corner, it's Harris. And they right back with their own three-pointer. Harris has got the lead. Back up to 8 now for Detroit. And Seattle's shooting struggles apparent. 37% from the field. Dishes to Clark. Dick passes to Reddish. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. Back to Clark. Hit by Clark. And then Clark slams it in.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Pass to Monk.
Come on.
And pushing it up. Here's Seattle. And Reddish with the slam.
That's a stomach punch.
That's a
guys.
dumb,
Turn it over
bad
and give them a
pass.
free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifting, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
Here's Stewart, just 5 to shoot. Harris setting the pick for Ivy.
Bang, come on, baby.
With the triple.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Kicks it to Clark. Dishes it to Reddish. To the middle. It'll go, and the Detroit lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Clark.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Moves back up.
Come on.
And Seattle shooting 33% in the second quarter. The offense has looked crossed up and confused at times. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Here's Monk. Lets it go from deep. And the last shot of the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's Detroit up by 2. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, David.
Thanks very much, John. It was a back and forth first half, but you've got the lead. How did you get it?
Nice mix, you know, the first group came out and we had a solid half, lit up a little bit, so I think our bench guys came in and gave us the needed minutes, finished out the half strong, and we got the lead going into the next half, so way to finish on the half for the guys, for sure.
Thanks very much for your time, John. Back to you.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
Hi, everyone. Let's start things off by checking the selection for the Western Conference. Nikola Jokic.
For the Joker, last laugh is typically on the opponent. No one has been able to slow him down lately. Also, on and off the court, his leadership has been great for this team. The effort we've seen from the bench so far, it really helps to keep this kind of depth. Guys who can come in on the offensive end, and they don't.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And, well, Detroit shooting at 46%, making some buckets. We've got Cunningham. He's out there with Jaden Ivey. And it's Abdul-Rahim in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And that's the group for Luke Walton as we begin the second half. Clark gives to Baldwin. Cunningham against Clark. Right wing. Here's Dick. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Here's Abdul-Rahim. That counts.
Man, they fouling my boy.
Shots, and he's had 8 of those go in.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Dick with it. Over Abdul-Rahim. Got a piece of it. Collins kicks to Ivy. Back to Collins. There's the pass to Abdul-Rahim. Cunningham outside. And a foul called on Cade Cunningham. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Always good to get another look at a terrific defensive play.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
Now, Reddish. 8 points for him. Baldwin the pass to Dick. Hands it from downtown. Dick's got 17 now.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Here's Cunningham. Banked in off the glass.
Cunningham is not shy about mixing it up down low. He's got a great feel around the rim.
Come on, man.
Brown. Deflects the pass. Oh, wow. And he jams it with authority.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that guy.
Tries from 10. Dick can't get it to go.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half. I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
The Pistons have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line. The first free throw is good. Stojakovic is checked in for Ivy. So he gets them both.
And it's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Thomas against Stojakovic. Right side, Thomas. 5 on the clock. Over Stojakovic. Rebounded by the Pistons. Collins has got his 6th rebound on the night.
Clearly out of rhythm now, guys. I mean, just 1 for 5 to begin the second half.
Passes it to Stojakovic. Inside. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And really the story of this second half. One team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
Reddish with the screen for Thomas. Off the run and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Cade Cunningham. The Sonics have only 1 missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they would be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
And guys, they've taken a huge step forward at the free throw line this season, especially when you compare it to last season. They're a completely different team in that area.
Let me get it. Let me get it.
And there's the call on John Collins. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Seattle trails by 8. second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. It's Thomas on the wing. Pass to Dec. Outside for Thomas. Over to Yakovich. Seattle missing again.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contribution.
Pass to Abdul-Rahim. Over Clark. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Thomas kicks to Reddish. Back to Thomas. The pass to Reddish. Here's Baldwin. He's got 6. Here's Dec. Misses the jumper.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
For Detroit, they haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10. First free throw is good. And Clark, we know Commissioner Silver has acknowledged the game has changed in terms of its impact on players' bodies. And so adjusting the regular season's length is not out of the question.
Well, you and I have talked about it for years. I've talked about it with other fellow announcers. It would be wonderful to see the season reduced by about 15-20% in terms of regular season games. I think it would enhance the product immensely. And the fact that Commissioner Silver is letting us know it's not off the table, maybe we'll see it reduced in the not-too-distant future.
Time called here. The Sonics decide to talk it over. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. Take a look at the Pistons. Things going their way so far in this season. Right now, they lead the pack up front in the first spot with the best record.
And I think for the Pistons, they're proving that all the talk we heard about them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
It appears to me, though, that this group has all the ingredients.
You can't be the only one, Dec.
And guys, we
talk boys gonna have to step up.
Making the extra pass. Clark there, proving
the Twin Towers out there now.
Now here's Cunningham, guarded by Reddish, and the shot goes in. Cunningham's got the lead up to 10 now for the Pistons.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes it down.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
To the inside. Here's Clark. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
You got it, though. This is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Stewart checked in for the Pistons. So it's the Pistons now. They've led by as much as 10. Cunningham. And he uses the glass on the lane. Cunningham's got 6 points in the quarter.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Up top, Reddish. He's got 8. Here's Baldwin. Guarded by Stewart. Dec, that's good. Dec's got 21. Pistons leading by 7. Baldwin the pass to Dec. Shot from 16, and it's Seattle with another.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
No question about it. I mean, these teams are really battling hard now.
Cunningham on the wing. Guarded by Reddish. Shots good by Stojakovic.
Boy, the defense really wasn't bad there, but he's a gifted shooter from distance.
Like his dad was.
Reddish with the ball. Now defended by Cunningham. Picked by Clark. Shoots from the line. Jump shot is good.
You know, the defense has to be better. I mean, you can't give up that look.
And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for Detroit. Passes it to Stewart. Back to Cunningham. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Stewart misses. Seattle trails by 6. There's the dish to Reddish. Feeds it to Clark. Back to Reddish. Tries from 10. And that one hits back iron. For Detroit, they've gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. Cunningham hits the bucket. And now that's 11 points for Cade Cunningham.
And you think that bump is going to stop him? Not a chance. Cunningham too locked in.
Here's Dick. And the dunk by Dick.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
How's he keeping him in the game like this?
Before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate.
It's
a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up. You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively. And he's been absolutely relentless.
Clark outside. Shot from 12. Has the ball. It's hauled in by Stewart. And here's Stojakovic. He averages a bit over 6 points a game.
Get that money. Get that money.
Ball is good. Stojakovic has got 6 in the quarter.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Back to Reddish. And Reddish with the slam.
They like to move. They like to keep moving without the ball.
Yeah, it has to. They
like that.
And you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
Pistons leading by 9. There's 57 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Ivy going inside.
Look at the burst from Ivy. He is a premier athlete.
For Seattle, they've gone 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second half shooting percentage right at 50%. Back to Clark. And Clark slams it in.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Ivy dishes to Monk. Ivy on the wing. He's got 12. 4 on the clock. And that one, good. Monk's got the lead up to 11 now for the Pistons.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Bang!
For Detroit.
And Monk has excellent timing on the catch and shoot. Takes no time in getting it off once he catches the ball.
It's Thomas outside. That one doesn't drop.
It's your game, Thomas.
With a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. We'll return shortly.
It's your night, Thomas. The Suns ball taking off. Look at that. Man, they quit playing with me. Know the court.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Seattle trails by 14. And on the floor for Seattle here in the fourth. They've got Clark. Thomas is out there.
Thomas fourth, you on the foot.
Hendricks in at the fourth. Pass to Abdul-Rahim. He kicks to Ivy. A three-pointer, no good.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
It's tipped.
I really thought this was. Stop me.
Here's Abdul-Rahim.
Push.
He dishes it
He
to
won it.
To the paint. And he does a fantastic Fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
So good at getting to his spots and then cashing in, making the game look easy.
And Seattle shooting 43% from the floor. Time call here. The Sonics decide to talk it over.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
And the Supersonics making a change here. Drummond's checked in. On the inbound, and Griffin scores. The assist by Drummond.
You know, as you add experience, you start to see the floor better. That was a sweet find by Drummond.
Detroit leading by 14. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Ivy against Thomas. Now the pass to Abdul-Rahim. 2 points, that one goes. Abdul-Rahim's got 4 this quarter.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Not many empty trips for this group. It seems everything's falling for them this half.
It's Thomas on the wing. Uses the glass to finish the lane.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
And stolen by Drummond. Outside Griffin. Here's Thomas. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. Griffin's got 3 assists now in this one. For Detroit, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And the shot's good from Abdul-Rahim.
Strong work from him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Seattle trails by 15. Passes to Hendricks. Back to Thomas. Jacks up a 3. Collins drags the miss. Collins has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know. And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball in rhythm.
Kicks to Thomas. At the teardrop, and it's good for 2. Now, here's Ivy. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Great D that time from Griffin. And so Griffin will bring it up for the Supersonics. He feeds it to Drummond. And Drummond throws it down.
Thrown down with force. Drummond with great feel around the rim. Now, usually he's one of the leading dunkers in the NBA because he doesn't waste any time or motion in there.
Monk, the pass to Abdul-Rahim. Drummond working against Monk. It's hauled in by the Sonics. Hendricks has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Pass to Drummond. Thomas with the ball. A baseline J. And Abdul-Rahim pulls it down. Abdul-Rahim's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Pass to Ivy. Launches it. It's no good. He is 4 for 10 in the game.
Hey, how about imagining if they were hitting their shots, how big the lead could be. But so far, that's not been the case.
Detroit, no good that time either. Seattle trails by 13. Fires for 3. And once again off the mark by Seattle.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in their rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Cunningham, he's checked in for Detroit. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Luke Walton was saying to the team. Now, he kept it simple in the huddle. He said, play smart. If we don't beat ourselves, we walk away with the win. Keep it simple, and we got this. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, David.
Easy to appreciate the physicality that Clark plays with. This is what earns him those calls.
At the line for 2.
And so Clark nails both of them. Detroit leading by 9. Trying to end the drought. Connects from three-point range. Here's Reddish. The pass to Dick. Outside Thomas. Over Ivy. That's good from Thomas on the assist by Dick.
Then he tried to fight the foul out.
Switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Pass to Ivy. Back to Cunningham.
Game 1.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And doing a really good job here of pounding it inside in the second half. Sound strategy with the lead.
At the line for Detroit, Cade Cunningham. One shot.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half. And that's taking care of business, fellas.
Reddish with the ball. Now Dick. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Baldwin. And the foul called on Brandon Clark.
Bullshit.
That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul. Patrick Baldwin. 3.
Pistons lead by 10. And here's Collins. Collins setting the pick for Ivy. And they recover.
Just a solid performance.
Talking about.
The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Thomas feeling it out a bit. Dick in the corner. Shot from the wing. Nice jump shot. Good. Dick's got 13 points here in the second half alone. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for Detroit. 17 points was their biggest margin. The shot by Ivy, no good.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Thomas inside. He's against Cunningham. 6 to shoot. Reddish kicks to Baldwin. Here's Dick. And the 3 off target. Detroit leading by 10. Here's Abdur-Rahim. Top of the key. And that one drops. Abdur-Rahim's got 33 points.
Man, he's got a lot of firepower right now. I mean, what a half he's had.
Time called here. The Sonics decide to talk it over. Seattle trails by 12. Now here's Thomas. Clark outside. With the floater. Detroit with the rebound. Cunningham outside. Pass time over Thomas. It's Clark with the rebound.
It's been that
Clark's
night.
got 6 rebounds here tonight. Thomas against Ivy. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
A minute 42 left to play here in the fourth. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. And the Pistons lead by 14. 1:33 left here in the fourth quarter. Thomas against Ivy. Outside Thomas. Clark. And slam dunk by Clark.
And when Clark is on fire, he stays aggressive. You got to love how this young fella is willing to dominate games.
Collins, good. Seattle trails by 14. We've got 1:08 left in the fourth quarter.
Little to no chance they're able to overcome this deficit. Going to be a good victory for the Pistons.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments I thought for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though, when everything started to look a little dire and really put the hammer down.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
When it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
Here's Abdul-Rahim. He's covered by Clark. For the 3. It's rebounded by Baldwin. And here are the Supersonics now. Here's Dick. No good on the triple. Thomas against Ivy.
And defenses can't be too physical with Ivy because he's just so good at attracting the whistle.
At the line for Detroit, Jaden Ivey.
First one falls for. And Ivy drops them both. 7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Fires away from way outside. No good. And so Detroit takes this one by a big margin. Some good competition with the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity. And this is what they came out to do.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. And now, it's time to present the New Balance Player of the Game.